What if I told you you're wasting your life and you don't even realize it? Have you ever taken a moment, just a single, quiet pause, to really wonder where all your time has gone? I mean, every day we rush through moments without noticing, letting precious time slip away while we chase after fleeting distractions or the approval of others. There's something almost tragic about not realizing that while we're busy filling our days with endless activities, the real moments that truly matter are passing us by. Picture someone you know, or maybe even yourself, spending countless hours glued to a screen, scrolling through endless feeds, binge-watching shows, or getting lost in an endless loop of notifications. All that energy spent on things that offer nothing lasting in return. Over time, those hours add up, and suddenly you're left wondering, where did the days go? There's a subtle, almost invisible force at work, pushing us into habits that drain our potential without us even noticing it. Now imagine waking up one day with a lingering sense of regret, realizing that you've been living on autopilot. Every small, unimportant task, every moment of procrastination has built up over the years, creating a gap between the life you're living and the life you dreamed of. It's a wake-up call that can be both shocking and disheartening. This is where ancient wisdom comes in. Stoicism, a philosophy that has withstood the test of time, offers us the tools to break free from these patterns. It teaches us to focus on what truly matters and to let go of the habits that keep us chained to a life of distraction and regret. Imagine a way of living where each moment is valued, where you are fully present and in control of your choices. That is the promise of embracing Stoic principles. Before we continue, if you enjoy thought-provoking insights on how to lead a more meaningful life, please consider subscribing. It really helps me share more of this timeless wisdom with you. So let me ask you, have you ever felt like you're stuck in a routine that doesn't really add up to a fulfilling life? Are you aware of the small habits that might be holding you back without you even noticing? I know it can be hard to face these questions, but sometimes the truth is the first step towards change. Every day, countless little decisions accumulate, and before you know it, you find yourself lost in regrets over time that can never be recovered. It's not about feeling guilty for having moments of weakness. It's about recognizing the patterns that keep you from being your best self. Think about the countless moments wasted on worrying about what others think, or the endless hours spent on activities that don't enrich your life. Now, consider what could change if you decided to reclaim that time, if you chose to focus on what truly builds you up. Stoicism isn't about denying your feelings or living without passion. It's about finding clarity amid the chaos, about understanding that the true measure of life isn't in the distractions you succumb to, but in the meaningful choices you make each day. Imagine the power of waking up with a clear purpose, unburdened by unnecessary regrets and the constant chase for fleeting validation. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 eye-opening insights on what you should stop doing immediately if you want to reclaim your life. Each insight is meant to challenge the habits that silently steal your time and energy. And by understanding these points, you have the opportunity to transform your life into one of intention and fulfillment. Let's begin with the first thing you must stop doing immediately. Technique number 1, stop seeking validation from others. If your happiness depends on other people's approval, you've already lost. It's astonishing how often we measure our self-worth by the opinions of those around us. Every time we wait for a compliment or crave a nod of approval, we surrender a piece of our own inner strength. Imagine spending hours checking notifications or rereading comments. Each like becomes a fleeting high, while the real treasure of self-acceptance slips further away. In this endless chase, you begin to forget what truly matters: your own A voice and values. I recall a friend who lived his entire life sculpting his behavior to please everyone. No matter how many encouraging words he received, the next remark or critical glance left him doubting who he really was. His identity slowly dissolved into a collage of others' expectations. He lost sight of his own dreams, becoming trapped in a cycle where external opinions held the reins. Over time, that desperate need for approval not only consumed his energy, but also stifled his growth, leaving him with a persistent emptiness. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." These words speak to the heart of the matter. When you allow others to define your worth, you surrender the chance to nurture your inner self. Instead of investing time in crafting an identity based on your own convictions, you become dependent on fleeting external accolades. That energy, once reclaimed, can instead be devoted to building a resilient, self-affirming foundation. The Stoic solution is both liberating and simple. Turn your focus inward. Instead of chasing after the applause of others, learn to appreciate your own judgment and celebrate your unique path. Imagine the freedom of waking up each day with the confidence that comes from knowing your own worth. Every decision, every action is guided by your inner values rather than the unpredictable opinions of others. As you begin to trust your inner voice, criticism loses its power. Your self-esteem no longer hinges on the approval of strangers. It's built on your own steadfast sense of purpose. This shift opens up space for genuine personal growth and fulfillment, a life where every moment is an opportunity to honor who you truly are. Keep in mind that the pursuit of external validation is a silent thief. It steals time and energy that could otherwise be used to build the life you desire. In the next segment, we will explore another habit that quietly drains your potential: complaining and making excuses. Stay with me as we move forward to reclaim even more of your precious time. Technique number 2, stop complaining and making excuses. The moment you complain, you give your power away. Complaining may seem like a way to release tension, yet every grievance spoken aloud anchors you deeper into a cycle of negativity. When you focus on what is wrong, instead of seeking solutions, you essentially hand over control of your life to circumstances beyond your reach. Think about someone who constantly points fingers at a difficult boss or an unfair system, using every setback as an excuse not to move forward. Over time, this habit of complaint becomes an excuse for inaction, keeping you stuck in a perpetual loop of dissatisfaction. I once met a person who blamed every challenge on external forces. Instead of looking for ways to overcome obstacles, they spent their days lamenting the unfairness of life. Every complaint added to a growing wall of excuses that blocked any possibility of change. Their energy was consumed by negativity, leaving little room for the creativity or effort required to improve their situation. Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This insight reminds us that while we cannot always control events, we can control our response. When you replace complaints with proactive solutions, you reclaim your power. Instead of being a passive victim of your circumstances, you become an active agent in shaping your destiny. Each time you choose to act rather than complain, you open a door to progress and self-improvement. Consider the transformation that comes with taking responsibility for your life. Rather than echoing the same tired complaints, you begin to ask yourself, what can I do to change this situation? This shift in perspective ignites a spark of empowerment. It encourages you to seek solutions and to embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Every moment spent complaining is a moment lost, a moment that could be used to create positive change. When you let go of excuses, You begin to see setbacks as temporary and surmountable. Your journey becomes defined not by the obstacles you face, but by the courage you summon to overcome them. As we continue our conversation, remember that the energy once wasted on negativity can be redirected into building a life of purpose. In the next section, we will discuss how the lure of useless entertainment can quietly rob you of time and potential. Let's move forward together toward a more fulfilling way of living. Technique number 3, stop wasting time on useless entertainment. Mindless scrolling, endless Netflix, hours lost. For what? In our modern world, entertainment is everywhere, and it's easy to get swept up in a constant stream of distraction. It isn't that leisure and fun are wrong. It's when they become a substitute for genuine experience that problems arise. Picture yourself or someone you know spending evening after evening glued to a screen. The hours tick by unnoticed, and before you know it, the night is gone with little to show for it, except fleeting amusement. The reality is that while these activities can provide temporary relief, they rarely contribute to long-term fulfillment. Each minute absorbed in passive consumption is a minute taken away from pursuits that nurture creativity, personal growth, or meaningful connections. Over time, the accumulation of these wasted moments can create a vast chasm between the life you could have and the life you are living. Seneca once offered a poignant reminder: life is long if you know how to use it. This ancient wisdom urges us to reflect on how we invest our time. Instead of surrendering to the lure of endless entertainment, consider the possibilities if you reclaim those hours. Imagine redirecting that time toward a hobby that excites you, a project that challenges you, or simply engaging in deeper conversations with those who matter. There is a world of opportunity waiting beyond the screen. It might be the satisfaction of learning something new, the warmth of a heartfelt connection, or the joy of creating something uniquely yours. By choosing to be mindful of your time, you begin to discern between momentary pleasure and lasting value. Think about the quiet fulfillment that comes from setting aside time for self-reflection or pursuing a passion project. When you allow yourself to break free from habitual distractions, you open the door to a richer, more intentional way of living. The decision to limit mindless entertainment is not about cutting out joy, it's about finding balance and prioritizing what truly enriches your life. As you become more aware of how you spend your precious time, you may discover that the key to a fulfilling life lies not in the constant barrage of digital noise, but in the calm and creativity of mindful living. In the next segment, we will explore how fear of change can hold you back and what you can do to embrace new opportunities with confidence. Technique number 4. Stop fearing change and the unknown. You're stuck because you fear what's outside your comfort zone. It's natural to feel apprehensive about stepping into unfamiliar territory. The thought of change can be intimidating, and the unknown often feels like a vast expanse of uncertainty. Yet remaining in the comfort of the known can become a prison, locking you into routines that no longer serve your highest potential. Think back to a time when you hesitated to try something new, a different job, a new hobby, or even a change in daily routine, simply because you were afraid of what might go wrong. That fear, while understandable, can hold you back from experiences that would ultimately enrich your life. Every moment spent clinging to the familiar is a missed chance to discover a better version of yourself. Heraclitus once observed, "Change is the only constant." This simple truth challenges us to reframe our perspective. Instead of viewing change as a threat, consider it as an invitation to grow. Every new experience, however uncertain, carries within it the seeds of opportunity. When you choose to embrace the unknown, You allow yourself to tap into a reservoir of potential that lies beyond the boundaries of your current comfort zone. Imagine the exhilaration of trying something for the first time, the rush of discovery that comes with learning a new skill or meeting new people. That initial leap of faith, though it may feel risky, can ultimately lead to a more dynamic and fulfilling life. Each step you take into unfamiliar territory builds confidence and resilience, gradually dissolving the fears that once held you back. The decision to face change head-on transforms your relationship with uncertainty. Rather than shrinking from the possibility of failure, you learn to see it as part of the journey towards success. Over time, the very act of embracing change becomes a powerful testament to your inner strength and willingness to evolve. As you continue along this path, you may find that the once daunting prospect of the unknown gradually becomes less intimidating. Instead, it evolves into a realm of endless possibilities, a space where you can reinvent yourself and explore new horizons. In our next conversation, we will look at how letting your emotions control you can derail your progress and what steps you can take to regain command over your inner world. Technique number 5, stop letting your emotions control you. Anger, anxiety, fear, these emotions own you if you don't master them. Emotions add color to our lives, yet when left unchecked, they can lead us astray. There are moments when anger flares or anxiety grips you so tightly that you find yourself reacting without thinking. In those moments, you are not in charge. Your emotions are dictating your every move. Instead of responding with clarity and calm, you might end up saying or doing things that you later regret. Reflect on a time when a surge of anger or a wave of anxiety led you to make a snap decision, one that wasn't in your best interest. Such episodes often leave a lingering sense of powerlessness and regret. They serve as reminders that while feelings are a natural part of being human, allowing them to steer your actions can be a costly habit. Seneca once advised, "You must hold your emotions on a leash. They should follow you, not lead you." This wisdom encourages you to develop a relationship with your feelings where you acknowledge them without becoming overwhelmed. It's not about suppressing what you feel, but about creating a mindful space where you can choose your response deliberately. Imagine pausing for just a moment when anger begins to rise, a brief break to take a deep breath and assess the situation. That pause can be transformative, turning a potential outburst into an opportunity for thoughtful action. The journey to emotional mastery is one of self-discipline and patience. Over time, as you learn to recognize your triggers and take conscious steps to address them, you build a resilient inner foundation. This allows you to respond to challenges not with knee-jerk reactions, but with measured, constructive actions that align with your true values. When you are no longer at the mercy of fleeting emotions, you open yourself up to a clearer, more centered state of being. This newfound calm not only enhances your decision-making, but also positively influences your relationships and overall well-being. Remember, every moment you choose mindfulness over reactivity is a victory, a small but significant step toward a more balanced life. In our next segment, we will explore the trap of living either in the past or the future, and how returning to the present can be the key to unlocking true happiness. Technique number 6. Stop living in the past or future. Many of us have experienced the pull of memories or the weight of worries about what lies ahead. Dwelling on past mistakes or fixating on future uncertainties can rob you of the joy and clarity found in the present moment. When your mind is consumed by what has been or what might be, you miss the richness of life unfolding right now. Think about those long hours spent rehashing old regrets or imagining future mishaps. In doing so, you allow those thoughts to cloud your current experience. The past is unchangeable, and the future remains a mystery. Yet so much of your energy is wasted on what cannot be controlled. This focus not only saps your motivation, but also prevents you from fully engaging with the opportunities available in the present. Marcus Aurelius once advised, "Confine yourself to the present." These simple words invite you to anchor your awareness in the here and now. When you let go of the burden of what has already happened and the anxiety of what may come, you create a space where true happiness can flourish. The present moment, though fleeting, is the only reality you truly own. Imagine waking up each day with a clear mind, free from the shadows of yesterday and the uncertainties of tomorrow. Every moment becomes an opportunity, a chance to act, to connect, and to appreciate the beauty that surrounds you. The art of living fully in the present isn't about denying your past or ignoring your future. It's about using the lessons of both to enrich your current experience. By embracing mindfulness, you develop the ability to savor life's small details, a warm conversation, the taste of your favorite meal, or the quiet beauty of a sunset. These moments of presence are the building blocks of a fulfilling life, where each second is valued for its inherent worth rather than as a stepping stone to an uncertain future. Let go of the need to constantly replay old stories or worry about what's to come. Instead, invest your energy in the now. With each conscious breath, you reinforce your commitment to living fully in the present. This simple yet powerful shift in focus can transform your daily experience, enabling you to move through life with greater clarity, purpose, and joy. In our next discussion, we will address the destructive habit of holding grudges and seeking revenge, a pattern that, while seemingly justified, only serves to imprison your spirit. Technique. Number 7. Stop holding grudges and seeking revenge. Clinging to past hurts and harboring thoughts of revenge may feel momentarily satisfying, but over time, these emotions become a heavy burden that stifles your progress. When you allow anger and resentment to rule your heart, you create a prison of negativity from which it's hard to escape. Holding on to grudges means giving undue power to the actions of others, letting their missteps continue to define your emotions. Reflect on the times when you held onto a grievance, replaying the hurt in your mind long after the incident had passed. That lingering bitterness not only darkened your mood, but also drained your energy, leaving you less capable of embracing joy and new experiences. Every moment spent nurturing resentment is a moment lost, an opportunity squandered to live with forgiveness and peace. Epictetus wisely noted, "Another person will not hurt you without your consent." These words challenge you to see that the true power over your emotions lies within you. When you hold on to anger, you inadvertently give someone else the authority to control your state of mind. Forgiveness, then, becomes a powerful act of self-liberation. It isn't about condoning wrong actions, but about releasing the hold those actions have over you. Imagine the relief that comes with finally letting go of a long-held grudge, a burden lifted from your shoulders, freeing you to experience life more fully. By choosing forgiveness, you reclaim the energy that was once tied up in bitterness, redirecting it toward building a future defined by hope and resilience. The journey toward forgiveness is gradual. Each time you consciously decide not to dwell on past wrongs, you make room for healing. You start to appreciate that holding on to resentment does nothing but keep you tethered to a time that no longer exists. Instead, you can move forward, wiser and stronger from the lessons learned. As you free yourself from the chains of grudges, you discover that life becomes lighter and your capacity for joy expands. In our next part, we will discuss the importance of being selective about the people you spend your time with, focusing on those who uplift you rather than drain your energy. Technique number 8. Stop wasting time on people who drain you Every day, you encounter people who, whether knowingly or unknowingly, deplete your energy and steal your focus. Toxic relationships, no matter how subtle they might seem, can erode your spirit and leave you feeling emotionally exhausted. When you surround yourself with individuals who consistently bring negativity, you limit your own potential and stifle your ability to flourish. Imagine spending hours with someone whose constant pessimism or self-absorption leaves you drained, rather than uplifted. The conversations feel one-sided, and you gradually notice a shift in your mood. The energy that could be used to pursue your passions or deepen meaningful connections is instead wasted on interactions that offer little support or encouragement. Seneca advised, "Associate with those who will make you better." This timeless guidance challenges you to evaluate your relationships and to invest your time wisely. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire growth, share your values, and celebrate your successes can transform your everyday experience. When you consciously choose to limit contact with those who drain you, you create space for more enriching and positive influences. Think of the potential that lies in nurturing relationships that lift you up. The laughter, encouragement, and genuine support from like-minded individuals become a source of strength that propels you forward. By setting boundaries and gracefully distancing yourself from toxic interactions, you reclaim the energy needed to pursue your dreams. This isn't about harboring ill feelings. It's about protecting your well-being. You have every right to choose the company that helps you grow rather than hinders your progress. As you become more selective with your time, you'll find that the quality of your relationships improves and your outlook on life becomes brighter and more optimistic. In our next discussion, we will confront a fear that many shy away from, the fear of death, and how facing it can lead to a richer, more courageous life. Technique number 9, stop being afraid of death. The thought of death can be unsettling, yet it is an unavoidable part of life. Ironically, when we let the fear of death control us, we often settle for a life that is less vibrant and less bold. Many of us postpone our dreams, delay important decisions, and avoid taking risks simply because we imagine there is always another tomorrow. Reflect on those moments when the fear of an ending held you back from seizing a great opportunity, whether it was a chance to start a new venture or to say something meaningful to a loved one. That paralyzing fear can create a void of unfulfilled potential. Living in constant anticipation of the worst stifles the impulse to live fully, turning life into a series of missed moments. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This powerful reminder challenges you to reframe your relationship with mortality. Instead of allowing the fear of death to confine your actions, use it as motivation to embrace life with open arms. The awareness of life's fleeting nature can become the spark that drives you to live with passion, purpose, and urgency. Imagine waking each day with the clarity that every moment is precious. With this perspective, you prioritize what truly matters, nurturing relationships, pursuing your dreams, and making choices that reflect your deepest values. The fear of death, when acknowledged without letting it overwhelm you, can be transformed into a guiding light that fuels your ambition. Instead of shying away from life out of fear, step boldly into experiences that challenge and enrich you. Use the inevitability of death as a reminder that there is no time to waste on trivialities. Embrace opportunities, speak your truth, and let every decision be a celebration of life rather than an act of avoidance. As we reach the final insight, remember that the belief in endless time is perhaps the most dangerous of all illusions. Up. Next, we will confront this mindset and uncover how to truly seize the present. Technique number 10. Stop thinking you have more time. Many of us live under the illusion that tomorrow will always be there, a belief that time is infinite and that there will always be another chance to fulfill our dreams. This mindset of perpetual delay breeds procrastination and saps the urgency from our lives. When you tell yourself, "I have plenty of time," you inadvertently allow opportunities to slip away, leaving you with a life filled with what-ifs and regrets. Think about the countless times you've postponed a goal or delayed a decision, confident that there's always another day. Each of these moments compounds into a quiet accumulation of lost time, a resource so valuable that once spent, it can never be reclaimed. The comfort of procrastination may seem harmless, but it has a stealthy way of robbing you of progress and fulfillment. Seneca warned us, "While we are postponing, life speeds by." This stark truth should serve as a wake-up call. Life moves relentlessly forward, and every moment you hesitate is an opportunity lost. Rather than waiting for the perfect moment, which may never come, learn to act now with determination and purpose. Imagine waking each morning with a sense of urgency that fuels your actions. When you recognize that every second matters, you begin to make choices that align with your deepest aspirations. Instead of deferring your dreams, you take active steps toward realizing them. This proactive mindset transforms your daily life into a series of meaningful achievements, where every moment is a chance to move closer to your goals. The realization that time is finite can be incredibly liberating. It forces you to prioritize what truly matters, whether that's nurturing relationships, pursuing passions, or simply savoring the present. As you begin to honor each day with intentional action, you discover a profound sense of satisfaction that comes from living authentically and without delay. In closing, understand that the greatest enemy of progress is not failure. It is the illusion that you have all the time in the world. Embrace the urgency of now and let every decision reflect the preciousness of your time. Each moment is an invitation to create the life you envision, so choose wisely and act with purpose. We just covered 10 things you must stop doing immediately if you want to stop wasting your life. In these moments, you've been shown how chasing external validation, falling into the trap of constant complaining, and getting lost in endless distractions quietly steal your time and energy. We've looked at how fear of the unknown and the grip of unbridled emotions can keep you from seizing the life you truly deserve. We even explored how holding on to grudges, surrounding yourself with energy-draining influences, and fearing the inevitable end prevent you from living fully in the present. Each insight is a call to reclaim control, to honor your time and focus on what truly matters. Now take a moment and ask yourself, which of these points hit you the hardest? Have you ever felt stuck without realizing it? Think about the times you let the opinions of others dictate your self-worth, or the hours lost to worry instead of action. Consider the moments when procrastination whispered that there would always be another day. Let these questions settle in your mind. They are not meant to weigh you down, but to empower you to recognize the subtle ways in which you might be living on autopilot. Every habit that we discuss today is like a small, silent thief, stealing your potential, your dreams, and your joy. It's important to understand that by simply shifting your focus inward, you can start to reclaim what is rightfully yours, the precious, irreplaceable gift of time. Remember, every decision you make from this point forward can set you on a path toward a more intentional, fulfilling life. It's about choosing what truly matters over the distractions that merely fill the void. The wisdom of the Stoics isn't meant to be harsh or punitive. It is meant to free you from habits that keep you chained to a life of regrets and missed opportunities. By letting go of these unproductive behaviors, you allow yourself to step into a life that is rich with purpose and clarity. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could leave life right now, Let that determine what you do and say and think. These words remind us of the urgency to live a life that is deliberate and heartfelt. They encourage you to embrace every moment with the awareness that time is fleeting. Each second is a chance to express your true self, to build something lasting, and to move closer to the person you aspire to be. Life is short. Make sure you're spending it wisely. Let every decision, every thought, and every action reflect the understanding that your time is both precious and limited. When you act with intention, you transform ordinary moments into opportunities for growth and genuine fulfillment. There is immense power in choosing to focus on the present, in nurturing relationships that uplift you, and in taking bold steps toward your dreams. If this video helped you in any way, please consider subscribing. Your support not only encourages me to keep sharing these timeless insights, but also creates a community of like-minded individuals dedicated to living a more meaningful life. We're just getting started on this journey together, and there's so much more wisdom to explore. Thank you for spending these moments with me, and here's to a future where every day is lived with purpose and clarity.